This is another episode of a movie review. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Stories with Me. I tell stories, movie recommendations, movie review, and sometimes I tell story. But we are in telling story today. We're doing a movie review. On this episode, I saw Miss PJ, and if you are on my TikTok page, you will notice that I've dropped a review on my TikTok yesterday. And this is just like an extension of the extension version of the review, or like the full version of the review. So like I said, Miss PJ is not at all a bad movie. At least it is better than some of the Nollywood we've seen this year. It's been a roller coaster with Nollywood this year, but yeah, Miss PJ is a little bit better. The storyline is so simple, and the storytelling too, very simple. But did they do a good job in the storytelling? We will get to that. But overall, it's not a bad movie. The cinematography is good. The theme is actually very nice. The setting, yes, it's giving what the set is supposed to give. It's not like an old setting. It's a modern setting, but you know, it was shot. The message was passed across in a small town, and they gave us the vibe of a small town. Okay, the story was very fast. I mean, I didn't even realize I was done with the movie because I had to it's just an hour 40 something minutes. Yeah, overall it's not bad. The few things that work, I feel like the casting work a little bit. It's just that the limitations are on the acting. There are a lot of good actors and actresses, and their acting is just like the director need to push them. That's the case with this Miss PJ. Like I said, it's a very simple story. Okay, so let's get to it. What worked? Cinematography worked for me. Actually, the setting worked for me. The storytelling worked for me. They were so straight. And actually, in the movie, someone was telling a story. So yeah, we'll take that. We'll take that because it's storytelling. Okay. You only tell what you know. The other hidden parts that you don't know, you have no idea, so you're not going to say anything about it, right? So yeah, that makes sense. Every other thing work, like I've said. I'm just going to talk about things that do not work, so I won't take much of our time. One of the things that do not work, like I said on my TikTok, is the language barrier. And this is not even like a barrier. There's supposed to be a language barrier because this couple is an Igbo. She was born and raised in Lagos, so she's fluent in English, right? She even studied English language according to the movie, and she's an English language teacher, so she's fluent. But these students are local students. They are villagers. Most of them are just going to school because we've started, let's just finish. Not like they have zeal, not like there's passion, not like there's anything. They're just going to school. So tell me why they were struggling to construct 2-3 sentences, but they were able to understand and comprehend what the copper said to them. Bimbo Ademoye came with a very smooth and, intellectual English, if that makes sense. It's so, the grammatical structure is so well articulated. You will know that, yes, she studied, okay? She didn't just go to school and jump friends. But these students that you're about to teach, they are villagers. They don't know English, okay? So why is the communication between them so fluent? Why is it so smooth? That's one of the things that I'm like, okay, I should have given this a very good review, but what is this? Details. Pay attention to details. You cannot come and say, oh, I'm not good at English, and suddenly I can understand better. For you to speak English, then you know better. If you can't put sentences together in English, then you can't understand English. You are only doing something because you know it and understand it, right? Why are they giving us that kind of vibe? Children who are struggling with English, they can suddenly just understand what the copper says. And in the class, she teaches them Queen English. And to pay attention for students who can't speak English. That's a low blow. That's a low blow. They didn't put effort. They didn't put effort at all. What's that? What's that? I don't understand. The English is so somehow. big and well articulated grammatic structure, and the students are just struggling with ordinary. Oh, I went to the farm yesterday. They can't say. They will have to say, auntie, farm, I go work. And that kind of person can understand you speak English. No, that's a big no. They didn't try in that area. And number two is Charles Okocha's character, the second copper. Like, his character was so unnecessary. It didn't add anything to the movie. It didn't subtract anything in the movie. His presence is so non-necessary. Like, I don't know why that character exists. That character shouldn't exist in the first place. There was not even trillion parts like could make convince us enough that maybe he created the murder, maybe he's responsible for the murder. We already know it's not him because he's just there fooling around. He's just there constituting nuisance. It's just his character is so not necessary. And the end part of the movie is just so short, too fast. Okay, yes, Bimbo called the police, and I don't even know, that place was so rushed. I mean, it takes the grace of God for you to survive like that, because these people have been killing different people, and for just one female cover to conquer them. And it took the police fast enough to arrive at the scene, and it's a village. This is Nigeria. Okay, I'm not going to spoil my country, but yeah, it was so short, and they didn't even bother to tell us what happened. Like, show us justice at the end. Tell us, we know why he did that, right? But you need to explain more to us. You need to show us the disappointment on the villagers' face when they realize that the principal and her husband has been the perpetrator, has been the cause of the misfortune that has been happening in the village. Why sacrifice them like that? Why do you have to go out of your way to cause havoc? And they just end the movie like that? That's bullshit. And the last part that I am going to talk about is the fact that everything that Copper, Miss PJ, did in the community did not even show, because at the end of the day the storyteller was carrying a child, and yet going in to sleep with another couple. So what was the purpose? Why did she waste a whole year trying to build and nurture these children? They are not children anyway, but they are still kids, right? They are secondary schoolers. So yeah, that's it. That's all I have to say. But overall, this movie is a good watch. I give it a 5 of 10. And I'm taking away some few points because they don't pay enough, they didn't pay enough attention. All those boxes should be ticked. We're not watching movie just for watching movie's sake. We've seen a lot of bad movies in the years. So when we see another one, we just say, you know what? Nah, not today, devil, not today. That brings us to the end of this movie review. If you have seen it, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. If you haven't, it's a good watch. You can try it out. If you can even rate it a 10 of 10 if you like it. But that's my personal opinion and review about it. Let me know what you think. Take care of yourself, make good choices, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.